Now returning to Turkey, where President Tayyip Erdogan has met with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. Both leaders have struck a deal for control of the border area with Syria, which was invaded by Turkey 2 weeks ago. Navvar Saban is a military analyst at the Omran Center for Strategic Study. He joins us from Istanbul. Good to have you with us, Navvar.
Thank you.
What do you make of this deal that's been struck between Turkey and Russia?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me. And about this deal, people are taking it as a positive thing, as it avoided the whole area a large-scale operation. But still, if we want to talk about the deal, if we want to zoom in about the deal, there's a lot of things that are not clear until this moment. You have an area from Tel Abyad to Ras Al Ain, which is now under the control of the Turkish army with the national army, and this area, there is no idea who will be running this area administration-wise. The Kurdish forces, the SDF, are now they have a limited time to evacuate a 30 km depth area. So the main thing which is not clear, who will run the whole area around surrounding the Navvar Saban operation. What's the fate of the SDF forces, the YPG? How the regime will react to these forces? You know that the regime have a vendetta, a vengeance with some of the activists from the PYD area. What's the fate of them? We witnessed a few days ago a protest in Manbij city. Due to this protest, the regime arrested 3 young people and took them to an ex-military base for the American in Al Arema village, which is in the western side of Manbij. So this is another whole total dangerous situation. Some of the facility that left behind the American are being used by the regime and the Russian for investigation, for maybe a new wave of torture. So there is a whole civilian security situation, and don't forget about ISIS presence in the area. Even before the whole operation of Navvar Saban, ISIS heading cell were active in different areas in the Eastern Front. They were active in Hasaka, they were active in Deir ez-Zor, and even in Raqqa. So now the whole area, the whole security situation in the area is fragile due to the unclear of the ongoing agreement. So this is a very proper area for ISIS to start being active again, to start recruiting, and we might be witnessing a new version of ISIS, depending on heading cell operation and stuff like this. Another important point, we are talking about the return of refugees. President Erdogan said that, even President Putin said that, but where exactly they will be located? Some of the refugees are not willing to be located under the authority of the regime. So are we talking about the area only from Tel Abyad to Ras Al Ain? This area, facility-wise, infrastructure-wise, is destroyed even before that, and it's a poor area. It's a poor solid soil area. There is no chances of farming the area. There is a lack of electricity, water. So is it the area that will help the refugees, and what refugees are we talking about? So the agreement, zooming out to the agreement, it's a positive thing. People are taking it as a positive thing because it avoided people to be, let's say, under a large-scale military operation. But when we zoom in, there is a lot of details still not clear and need to be addressed immediately, because these small details might be expanding within time.
Indeed. Navvar, now you've made some really important points there. Let's just hone in on your comment about reports that the Russian troops are moving into former US military bases and occupying them. Now, how do you see Russia here? Have they been an honest broker in these deals, and does this give them an upper hand in Syria and in the whole region strategically?
Okay. So basically what the Russian, if we want to take things from the Russian perspective about the bases, it's they were able to, move to At-Tabaqa airport. They have already, like, let's say, implemented proper bases done by the American. They use it. The American, even before they retreat from withdraw from some of the bases, they did destroy it, just like Sarin airport south of Ain al-Arab. But basically what the Russian did, they are using these facilities to serve, like to make sure to have a solid presence in the area. But in regard of the agreement, it was a proper opportunity for the Russian to merge some kind of a whole situation with the Turkish side. We know that the Russian and the Turk have different files with each other. They have Idlib, they have Tel Rifat, and now they have Manbij, Ain al-Arab, Kobani, and the whole area in the north. So combining all these locations together, that will give some kind of privilege for the Russian, or some kind of positive thing for the Russian, to have a common deal for everything. So, and instead of taking files independently with the Turk, instead of, for example, taking Idlib as a separated file, Tel Rifat as a separated file, now they have a bigger area combined together to deal with the Turk themselves. So the chances of having a proper deal that will, for example, serve the need of the Russian and serve the need of their allies, the Syrian regime, is much higher right now, because the land expanded, and they have now different options to sort some kind of negotiation with the Turkish side.
Navvar, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.